Boom, boom, boom. Oh, no. I accidentally made my camera a short king. Hey. So the first room we're starting with is the pool rooms, or level 37, sublimity. According to the Backrooms wiki, commonly referred to as the pool rooms, it is an expansive complex of interconnected rooms and corridors submerged in undulating, lukewarm water. The architecture of level 37 is varied, but strict in design. All areas in the level connect to one another in a senseless manner, with none having an easily identifiable purpose. Upon investigation, traces of magnesium sulfate, Epsom salt, have been discovered in the waters of level 37. This compound, when engulfing one's body for extended periods of time, has a naturally relaxing effect, relieving muscles and alleviating bodily pains. Alongside this, traces of multiple unidentified compounds were also found present in the water. The origin and properties of these substances currently remain unknown, but due to their coexistence with the aforementioned Epsom salt, it is believed that they enhance the water's relieving effects via anomalous means. By unknown means, a minimal and constant rippling is present in all liquid surfaces within level 37, despite them being otherwise undisturbed. It is not known whether this rippling originates from a certain point in the level, or if it's a property inherent in the water itself, though some wanderers theorize the level may be so large that it has developed its own tidal forces. Sound is severely altered in level 37. Examples include the sudden dropping off of noises produced in the level, sound waves not reverberating as they should, and speech feeling muted or dampened. It is suspected that this primarily stems from the sound of the water, which behaves in a subtly unorthodox manner. In certain explorations, the sound of the water has been described as quiet, almost calming, whilst in other cases it has been reported to be obtrusive, drowning out most other sounds. The cause of these effects is still undergoing research, but no concrete conclusion has been drawn thus far. Level 37 is thought to be entirely devoid of life. No encounters with entities or other wanderers have been recorded in the level as of yet. It is unknown if this results from some isolating property of level 37, or if the level is so unimaginably large that one could not possibly come across another living being within it. This is one of my favorite liminal spaces. So, for the design of this character, I wanted her to give you this feel of like a one of those like hotel pool children that you like might have befriended when you yourself were a hotel pool child. I wanted her to remind you sort of that. But also obviously monstrous. I think this is one of those things that are trying to trick you. This liminal space is aware of the fact that it is like reminding you of something deep in your childhood. So I want it to be both familiar and like something's just a little bit off, because that's the entire concept with liminal spaces. I think the flamingo that's on her, that's also doing like a scorpion thing, that is like a part of her body. It's not a separate entity. And I tried to exemplify that by giving them the same eyes. I don't think this thing is necessarily trying to trick you, like it knows what a little girl is. It just knows what your memories are. I also thought about putting like this growing stuff on her arms and legs because it's like it kind of looks like gunk crawling up on the walls. But the pool rooms are supposed to be very, very clean. So I thought it didn't fit with the source material. I also want to point out that the pool rooms are based off of images created by Jared Pike, like 3D Blender images. I really love this liminal space specifically, and I personally like the idea that the water itself is alive. It was interesting for me to see on the wiki that that the water was warm, because I imagine it cold. And then I put a little sketch down there at the bottom. You can see her with her open mouth and open teeth. Hey, have you left a comment yet? Did you like the video? It would really, really help if you would do those things. I'll wait for you to do it. The video actually can't continue until you do it, so... Next, I'm going to design a level for the Backrooms, the one you probably know about. According to, well, actually, sorry, not according to the Backrooms wiki, according to the original post posted by Black August onto 4chan. If you're not careful and you clip out of reality in the wrong areas, you'll end up in the Backrooms. Where it's nothing but the stink of old moist carpet, the madness of mono yellow, the endless background noise of fluorescent lights at maximum humbuzz, and approximately 600 million square miles of randomly segmented empty rooms to be trapped in. God save you if you hear something wandering around nearby, because it sure heard you. Level 0 is an expansive non-Euclidean space resembling the backrooms of a dated retail outlet. Linear space and topology are significantly altered within level 0, with it being possible to walk in a straight line, return to the starting point, and end up in a different set of rooms than one was in beforehand. Such properties cause the level to be extremely disorienting in layout, with research suggesting that the confusion may be the underlying cause of loss of mental stability among individuals. Due to the barren layout and confounding structure of level 0, some individuals report experiencing intense visual and auditory hallucinations, with rare cases reporting wanderers descending into utter lunacy as a result of the level's properties. A small space around 1 meter in height lies around the drop ceiling of level 0. Scattered around the cramped ceiling spaces are wires, electrical fixtures, and ventilation ducts, though these are generally unnavigable as the sheer amount of dust renders the air unbreathable. The liminal theory is the propagation that the backrooms are a prison created by unnatural forces, as if it were an Abrahamic interpretation of hell or purgatory of some sort. Despite this theory going generally unfollowed by most major groups, many wanderers believe it be either partially or fully true, with it remaining the most prominent non-scientific theory within the backrooms. So that's all the stuff from the official Backrooms wiki. I don't know how much Kane Pixels pulled from that wiki. Obviously he has entities in his, and if you look on the wiki, it does say that this this older version of the Backrooms does not have entities in it. However, I'm glad that his does. This was super duper fun to design. You'll notice some of the things that I put on her, like those shards that are no clipping in and out of her body. With the previous drawing, I wanted to use uncomfortable symmetry to show how unnatural something was. Here, I want to use uncomfortable asymmetry. So you see that she has harsh parts of her body language, or her shape language rather, clipping out of her. She has a very blunt haircut, but there's often also parts of her that are soft and drippy and goopy. Her facial expression, you could try it right now. If you cover one of her eyes, she looks happy, and if you cover the other set of eyes, she looks sad. Spoiler warning, slight spoiler warning, but not even really if you're familiar with the Backrooms at all. I put the neighborhood part of the Backrooms on her tongue. I also put a couple of staircases, including an impossible staircase, moving through her body, and then also moving down through her body. I gave her a halo of overhead lights, like government lights, because the humming lights are such an important part of the Backrooms, and then also that backwards stop sign, with the original idea being that she was like licking it like a lollipop. I don't know how much that came across. There was something else. Oh, I also put the wallpaper pattern, ever so important, on the more interior parts of her that are segmented and floating, because those are the parts that the little stick figures you can see running around, those are the parts that they would interact with and see. I think she is aware, she is conscious, she's aware that there's like people trapped in her levels. I'm not sure if she herself has power or if she is just as trapped in existence as the people, you know, venturing around her levels are trapped. So that is my Backrooms lady, and those are my two liminal space girls monsters. Please comment down below what you think. Please comment below what you thought about these drawings. They were super fun to do and actually like really fun to design, even more fun than normal. So if you have any other liminal spaces you'd like to see, please comment down below and I'd love to draw them. Also, we reached 1,000 subscribers recently. Do you guys have anything you want to see for a 1K special? If not, that's fine, then I just won't do anything. But if you have something you'd like to see, please comment below. If you made it to this point in the video, I want to thank you so much for watching, and that was really it. I'll see you next time.